Welcome back to Midday. Of course, I had my mood music in the background when I was doing the weather, and we can thank Mike for that, visiting us here.
Yeah.
Of course, your baby is Riversong Guitars, and Kamloops is proud of you. Known worldwide at this point. And if you've ever played a Riversong guitar, you know there's really no going back.
You know, we're lucky. We're lucky because we came up with a new guitar design. The guitar design was at the right time. My parents, who are my business partners, got behind us. We met the right people at our trade shows, and now we're literally all over the world. And this guitar did something really cool this year. And if you're not familiar with the Riversong necknology or technology, or what makes our guitars what they are, is that our neck runs all the way through the inside of the guitar. So this becomes a structure, allowing the rest of the guitar to be vibrate around it. And because of that modular design, we can fix the tuning issues that traditional guitars have. And we can also adjust with this little set screw on the back. We can move this up and down and allow us to adjust the angle of the neck in seconds.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so that's been really cool. This guy came up to me and he said, "Mike, here's my business card. I know a lot of people in the industry. The only company I'm interested in coming out of retirement and working for is Riversong Guitars.
Wow.
And here's my card." So I Googled him when I got back to my hotel. It's at a big trade show in LA. And it turns out the guy was the vice president of Martin Guitars.
Wow.
Left Martin, became the export sales manager. Him and his wife.
Talk about a compliment.
Yeah, him and his wife were the export sales managers for Taylor.
Wow.
So they went from $48,000 to $140 million in sales.
Wow.
He was the export sales manager for PRS. And I flew him into Kamloops because I didn't want to.
I thought you were going to say, you don't have the qualifications.
Do you have anybody else?
Sorry.
I flew him into Kamloops so he can meet us and see what we're all about, because we're not Taylor or Martin.
Yeah.
And he came in. Well, we're excited about it. So he came in, and one of the things that we did is we designed this guitar together. It's called the Magana Signature, because his name is David Magana, and he liked the woods. So we do 100% domestic woods on our guitars. So this is walnut from BC.
Beautiful.
This is Sitka spruce, a walnut here, walnut fretboard, and it's just
It's
got this huge sound, and
it's such a resonant sound all the time, and still gentle, which is hard to find in a guitar.
That's what this is all about. So this is our skeletized bracing, and the skeletized bracing really reduces the mass while maintaining the strength and allows the guitar to be much more resonant. That's a Kamloops innovation right there as well. And with that, we also got a new bridge on it. Anyways, this guitar,
it's kind of a big deal.
We just got shortlisted for Best Acoustic Guitar Worldwide by Music Merchandise Review magazine. That's where all the music store dealers vote on their favorite products.
Wow, which is such a compliment to hear it from the experts.
Yeah, and we were the smallest company that were shortlisted to the top 5. So it was us, Yamaha, Martin, Taylor, and D'Angelico out of New York.
It must be wild to hear your name in that category. When you started this at home, doing your thing?
Well, you know, my first spray booth was in my garage in Glenwood Drive. And I had this tube going out to my middle of the yard. My wife thought it looked like a meth lab. But
It's a great front.
So just last week, we were awarded second place for Best New Acoustic Guitar.
So cool. Congratulations. I mean, we're bubbling with pride over you. And I was here the day you made a guitar for Sir Paul McCartney and brought it in.
Oh, yes,
So I always love saying, I played Paul McCartney's guitar.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Everybody told me, you got to make sure it's left-handed. Left-handed. That was like the number one thing that came out of everybody's mouth. And I was like, could you imagine doing that and then realizing,
oh no. Awesome. And you brought this with you as well. Do you want me to take that off your hands?
Yeah. You're a guitar player too.
Well, that's generous. I don't know if I'd say guitar player. I can play the same 7 chords that everybody can. But
This is the 7. I only know 4 chords. This is our new bridge design and how it locks in there. So
beautiful.
It's just a bunch of little things like this that make it much better.
And so special, like such innovative thinking when everyone's doing the same thing to try something totally new.
Exactly, yeah. So this is what's happening. We took a huge step forward. We have all new redesigned products going forward for our trade show in January. So it's pretty exciting times.
And you said set your eyes on April too, right? What's coming out in April?
So we designed this new guitar in 2012. And we've redesigned it and come out with our new, what we call G2 series. And the G2 series is kind of like our next step forward. It's got all the skeletized bracing, the new bridges, and new finishes, and everything.
Awesome.
Our old designs I took over and I had them designed and built from the ground up overseas, and it's called our Pacific Series.
Okay.
And that's coming out in April because everybody deserves to play on our technology.
Yeah.
So for about $300 or so, once it's landed, we'll know exactly, you'll be able to get into a guitar. So
Awesome. That's amazing.
exactly. So everybody, beginner to pro, somebody that already owns a Riversong can get into playing something that is superior.
And speaking of everybody being able to play, we have a couple seconds left here. The importance of music. You and I were just chatting briefly as you came on, how important it is that we expose kids to music.
There's such a push with sports these days, and I don't want to battle against sports because we'll win.
There's nice.
But really, music is such an important thing. It's for the soul, but it's also for the dexterity of the fingers.
Yeah, and for the mind, for the brain.
Your
There's
hands
so
are doing
many
different
benefits.
things. You know, you look at Alzheimer's patients, and when they hear music, their brain lights up. You know, so it's really important to get into music, and it's simple as playing. You play ukulele, right?
Yeah.
So you can play ukulele or play guitar.
Totally.
And we have a really great lesson program aimed all around that too.
That's exciting. How do people find out more about the lesson program? Where
It's
do they
really
visit?
easy. 250-374-NOTE, N-O-T-E, gets
Nice.
you to Lee's Music, our music store.
Perfect.
And we have jam sessions starting again in January, every Tuesday night, 6:30 to 7:30. It's
Cool.
a $5 drop-in.
Right.
And it's like acoustic songwriters in the round. Everybody plays at the same time.
That's so great. It's so encouraging and joyful to think of people sitting around playing music, writing music.
And we do that on Thursday from 11 to 12 as well.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right. Riversong Guitars, they are the best that's out there. Keep an eye on all the new things that are coming out. We're so proud and we're so excited. Thanks for
Thanks.
joining
Are you going
us.
to play us out?
Sure. I'll play us out. We'll be back with more Midday in just a minute.